Today, we're gonna talk with Naomi about what is beyond storytelling. What is there?
When we get to share about ourselves, it's always such a journey. And it's about also how you prepare yourself mentally. Um, we are not used to be in front of a camera. We're not used to be on stage. We're not used to be publicly speaking. And those are little seeds that maybe during our education we didn't get to know or to really know how to master. So that's totally normal. Everybody felt awkward at some point in front of your classmates for presentations, and that is how we get out of our comfort zone and how we make things work. So yeah.
Welcome, everyone, then.
Yeah, welcome.
Today, with Naomi Fall, my dear friend. She is a storyteller and video mentor, and as well as she is mentoring awesome souls on energetics of storytelling and visibility wounds. And I am your host, Esra Ari, your psychologist, neuroscientist. Today, we're gonna talk with Naomi about what is beyond storytelling. What is there?
Mhm.
The life is story itself. It's our own story, and we are healing our own hero's journey. So, Naomi,
Mhm.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you again. It's such a pleasure to be here and to be able to talk about one of my favorite topics ever, um, storytelling or story healing. I don't know how to call it, but I feel that everybody and everyone has a story to share, but we don't really know how to do it. We don't really know if we can do it. We don't really know the energetics of it. We don't really know that there is energy also in the way we speak, in the way we share ourselves, in the way we express ourselves, in the way we embody our story and all the chapters that make it um, unique. And so it's such a beautiful topic when we take the time just to sit and to really start to understand, do we really know ourselves in us deep, but also how can I know myself better, how can I feel better on a daily basis regarding this whole thing that is life and this whole journey that is happening. Yeah, that's just so much, so many things to say about it.
Yes, I have some things to add. Right before we start that conversation, Noem actually right now is in French Alps, and she was showing me around, and it was like the mountains and the trees, and in like the evergreenest form, and it was like so natural conversation. We were flowing in our energy, and the energy was absolutely different before you
Mhm,
got into the house so that we will be like more clear noise. It's so
mhm,
interesting, right? Set and settings are everything. Like, where are we at that
mhm,
moment? The environment. Who are we surrounded by? It is like it's changed our inner dynamics.
mhm, mhm. That's true. That's a real confirmation because I felt that when I was outside and then when we started to talk to each other, um, I felt a little bit cold. I mean, the French Alps is so beautiful, and I hope you will be able to maybe had little snapshots of what I get to witness every morning. But honestly, yeah, I can feel like now I'm inside and in this little beautiful chalet, and I'm feeling more grounded. I'm feeling more cozy. I'm feeling more, it's easier for me to speak. And I think that this is a very good opening to one of the energetics of storytelling, which is your environment. Trying sometimes to work on it for the best, trying to find what will feel aligned with yourself. This is where the story will feel more aligned. and where the flows can go more naturally, you know.
Yeah, most of the time I realize that, like, when we are in a room, we tap into and tune in the others people's energies as well. So it is much different. Like when I'm in the home and talking to you, it's different energy because, I know of you. I can be vulnerable in itself. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, when I get into the stage, speaking in front of other people, I I actually tune in their energies and I'm like, okay, okay, the universe, show me what they need to hear. And
Mm-hmm.
according to that, what they need to hear, what I will be telling will be much
I
different.
think the second pillar that you just talk about, it's also about the casting, if I can say. And yes, the
Yeah.
environment is playing, but the people who will be around you and the people who are going to be here with you is also going to be part of the whole energy of it, and the whole the thing that can maybe sometimes disturb the way you're going to express yourself, you know. And I felt that this is something that we often forget, is we're putting too much in our shoulders when it comes to this. We think that this is our fault. We think that this is this is something, yeah, I'm not made for this. I was camera shy. I was born, yeah, I don't feel comfortable to speak in front of the people. But you were not born with those fears. You were not born with those wounds. It came with the time and with what you experience. And knowing that sometimes we put ourselves in undefined boxes that we just defined ourselves. It's something that when we acknowledge this, we're able just to um, change the narrative, you know. And one of my favorite thing that I love to share is kind of a philosophy of life, to see your life as a movie. And and that is just something that I was applying to my life for the last year, which makes my story more flavorous, more gentle, more not in control. It's not about control, because I'm gonna also do a little parallel between seeing your life as a movie where you are the director, so you get to control a bit what is happening in it. And if you get to control what is happening in it, you can have the hand on a lot of things. But what makes a movie interesting, it's about all the plot twists also. So the thing that you cannot control, you know. So just finding this balance is like an inner journey that we all need to take the time to go deep within and within ourselves to see where is the balance, you know.
Does it also affect when we find our life's purpose and transforming other people's life through our life's purpose? Is
Mm-hmm,
it
mm-hmm.
could be another pillar or
Yeah, basically what I like to invite people to do, and the people I'm having on during my coaching sessions, if you get to choose all of this, what is the purpose of it? Understanding the energetics of storytelling, asking us to get out of our comfort zone in a way. And it's about embracing the fact that what makes a story captivating is not the fact that it's going to be linear or everything is going to be beautiful. It's about understanding how you want to react to things when they happen. You're the director of your life's movie. You're the main character. You're the hero of this movie. Nothing is very linear. All the movies you see, all the series you see, and why I use this example of a movie and of a series, because they are part of our kind of a daily entertainment. We're consuming content on social medias, Like a lot of people are, yeah, watching movie series on different type of platforms. And if you take a moment to pause and say, okay, why this series is so captivating? Why do I want to know more? And you just detect all of those things that make this story beautiful or that you want to know more in that dynamic. You just take those things and you just apply it to your life. And you will understand that it's not about the perfection of it. It's about what makes this captivating. It's about how the character is going to overcome the challenges or the difficulties. It's about the new visions. It's about these new embodiments. It's about those awakening. So knowing all of that, applying all of that will make your story more alive and more fulfilled on a daily basis.
Yeah, fulfilled. It is like the best word to feel here.
Mm-hmm.
Because when there are the ebbs and flows, ups and downs, we actually get curious about what will happen to the main character. What will
Mm-hmm.
he choose or she choose? How they react. And we also get curious. It will be like, reaction or pro-action.
Mm-hmm.
If we want something to go further away, we want to pre-action. We want to take
Mm-hmm.
action in our core strengths, so that it will be a development, it will be a fulfillment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
yeah, most of the time when we review the critics, the movie critics, and all those people review about the movies, and they say
Mm-hmm.
if the movie is like not a getting high kind of story, not getting the climax, it will be like, that was like not the best movie. Because most
Mm-hmm.
of the time, people, our psychology, want to make it like a big scene, like big
Yeah.
revelation, sometimes like that. For example, like yesterday, I was watching the movie The Fountain again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically there are three characters playing at the same time in different, realms and different, universes we can call maybe. And
Mm-hmm.
they're like struggle. At the end of it, there is like that awakening moment. The main character, the hero, solves the problem and which he was able to let go eventually.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people see that letting go, not having the control, is not the resolution they were expecting. Sometimes the struggle itself even more captivating for people in this reality of today's world. We want struggle. We want to earn our place without realizing that this place is already our birthright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes from within. We already have that value, we already have that word, have that space since from the first moment. And most of the time in the struggle of the daily routines, when we were doing the next thing and the next big thing and the bigger thing, we sometimes tend to forget what was the meaning of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Um, what I like about the fact of using an example of a movie that leave a kind of a trace or a movie that is something that you will not forget, the analysis that we have after we leave a screening room is one of the most important thing. So you get to sit for like 2 hours watching a movie, watching a series, watching an episode, and what will make you feel and truly feel all the emotions that the director puts in it. It's how you're going to feel after it, how you're going to remember it, how long you're going to remember it. So when you think of that, how captivating your movie's life can be, so that if one day, like all of your, and we're going to go into healing, but all of your ancestors and all of the people you love are here witnessing what is happening, what type of emotion do I want to live? What type of person do I want to embody? What type of character I want to be in this movie's life? And it's about the way we want to behave with ourselves on a daily basis, but it's about also the way we want to behave with others. So your movie's life is your movie, of course, but it's about also the characters that are get to be in it and that you invite in it. The casting again. And this story you said, and the fact that this character, spoiler alert, but this character at the end is just solving these quests. This is just part of our daily basis on different chapters. It's a very long movie for some people. Unfortunately, it's a very short movie, but every movie has different chapters. And on the chapters, nothing can be always full happiness. Nothing can be always full sadness. It's about embracing the highs and the lows, understanding the unexpected plot twists, and make it interesting for yourself and put a bit of neutrality in it. Not about not feeling what you want, not embracing, but just taking yourself outside of that movie, just putting out this and be as a spectator of this movie. Be the person who witnessed, be a part of the public. Okay, what do I see now? Is that what I want? What can I change? What can I not change? Okay, this character is here, but is there a way maybe I can say gently to this character that he doesn't belong to here anymore? So just pause. And that's why, again, a series or a movie that is like split in different parts, it's so intriguing. Is because we get sometimes to wait a year in between two episodes or two seasons to know what is going to happen next. And those times of silence, observing, are also the most important to make it better and to understand to understand the lessons of what happened before and how can I do for it to not happen anymore or not in that way.
It sounds like an inner retreat.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Every word, every just seeing it again as an illusion. One of my favorite movies is The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. I don't know if you saw it, but I will definitely recommend it. And at the end, he just realized that his whole life is kind of a series, movie, a TV show, and getting out of that bubble and just seeing yourself as, what if this is just whole kind of a simulation? I'm here, I'm human. I'm here. I'm on this planet, on this earth. I'm not saying to not feel who you are. I'm just saying take it more easy. Everything that can happen have a reason to be here. And even if we all go through very big challenges and hard things, understanding that the dynamic can change and your movie is not made to be a drama or any type of thing that will get your energies, frequencies lows. So
I actually love the fact that you mentioned about the ancestors, like, because, you know, that high and lows, we are going forward. And most of the
mhm.
time, we forget who we were before. And sometimes we deny some of the characters in our movies. Like I tend to see as a, psychologist, many people actually have a struggle with their fathers or mothers, either, one of them or both of them. And when a character actually denies where they come from, who were the ancestors, we can't go further and we can't go forward in our way. So most of the time, we literally tend to look to life as going further, but we completely forget what was the back, what was the, first scene, what was the beyond, behind the scenes, maybe we can say, our mother and father and their parents. And
Mhm.
when we completely ignore that, how can we go further away?
That's very interesting. And I'm going again to take this example of seeing your life as a movie. And for example, Star Wars or Superman or I don't know, Batman will not be that powerful movies if they didn't have kind of a beginning, kind of a story behind with like those ancestors that has been here to plant the seeds of our light and our darkness. So the whole hero's journey, even if I don't really use those words like the hero journey during my coaching sessions, and for many reasons, but during this journey, like not you don't have any character, interesting character that was built out of nothing. Usually the most powerful character are built out of an awakening, maybe a bit of drama, sadness, pain, the willingness to change things, to change their energy, to change the dynamics, to free their ancestors, to free the the family for something, or friends, or the world of something, you know. Those are big examples when I talk about Star Wars or Batman, or but at the end that this is also us. And as we go into this healing journey on a daily basis, healing is like an ongoing process. It's just like gonna keep on coming. The most important thing to start this journey, and this is what I start during my coaching session, one of the first thing a lot of people say is, I want to step in front of the camera, I want to know more, I want to be able to do this. But I'm like, but yeah, but we're not going to do this on the first session. The first thing is about understanding where that wound is coming from, and who leave a trace or something on you that makes you today ask questioning yourself about, am I able to do this, you know? And when you go more deeper and you go back to the source and the origin and what your ancestors left you, you're able to heal. And that's the whole quest of life. And all of those superheroes, and you know, the, again, Superman was able to understand himself when he started to look backward, and understanding his family and where he's coming from, and you know, what are his weakness and all of those things. So that is the same with us. It's about understanding where those fears are coming from. Are they mine, or are they just something that unfortunately someone maybe, or unfortunately or fortunately someone puts on me, part of my quest on this chapter or on this life, to heal that for what is best to come. Maybe, who knows, my children, my family, that is gonna be there for me later. What you say is really important. You cannot jump into this and say, okay, I'm just gonna fight this. Just look inside, go deeper, understand where it's coming from, do things step by step, take the time, and then everything will just start to find its natural flow.
Most of the time, we want to have that blessings, but we we may forget that blessings have been with us for so long.
Mhm, mhm,
And what we see as a struggle, what we see as like, oh, I can't change that. This is so hard to change. It's actually the key comes with the problem itself. We want to shine our way through the world, right? When you solve the problems or when you like guide the people who come to you for visibility wounds, what is the first thing they say about shining? Oh, I have a potential. I know a potential inside me. I want to, make it happen. Help me.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, this is the energy I can feel. Like there, I've been quiet for so long. I've been unseen for so long. I've been
Unheard.
not, yeah, unheard, not shining as I want to shine. So many things. And I felt that this is not me, or it doesn't belong to me, or that is usually what is happening, is that some of my some of the people I'm supporting through the program are successful entrepreneurs. Some people are in kind of a transitioning phase. Some people are just willing to change things about themselves, about what they know that is not them, or what they know that they did in order to please or to give satisfaction for others, which are sometimes their family, their environment, and their friends. And what is very, very powerful about healing with your story, understanding the energetics, and also stepping in front of the camera, because we didn't talk about the camera, but it's how I can see and witness, and how the camera is kind of a mirror to the soul. So when we start with the sessions and then we come to the moment of when they need to step in front of the camera, it's the time, it's here, seeing the difference between this session and the session that comes after and the session that comes after, of the body posture, the look, the energy, the way to express. It's so beautiful to witness. And this is honestly why I'm doing what I'm doing, because it's a life-changing thing.
Yeah.
And I've been applying this myself, for me, in order to share that knowledge. And I'm so happy to see that people are really willing to remove those blockages for themselves and for the best. Yeah.
The real transformation you see in front of your eyes, it is like even more shining behind the cameras, behind the scenes.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It is. And it's beautiful.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
When we stop seeing ourselves as the victim and
Hmm.
we say that, oh, I can't make myself visible in front of camera. It's like, it happened to me. And in
Hmm. Hmm.
adults, the key, it's hidden there. When we open that struggles, when we open those blocks and, work on those shadows, yeah, it is that shining pearl over there.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's layers. It's layers. Uh, for a movie, is usually has different phase and steps, right? We're not get to shoot everything and say, okay, I want to do this movie and I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, sure, but for this, before, there are several phases, and sometimes it takes 1 to 3 years to have the concept of it. Where it's gonna happen, who's part of the casting, and then the shooting process is sometimes 2 to 4 months only. And then there's the editing and the what do we call the post production. So pre-production, production, post production. So again, if you see things like this, you understand that it takes time. It takes time, but it's a good time. It's an exciting time to plant all the seeds of your story. What is the script? How do I want to express myself? For myself, for example, I'm trying to. French is my mother tongue. I I love to speak in English. I'm doing my best to take the time when I express myself to really feel the words that I'm using. So this is also sometimes where I'm marking just some little breaks and pauses, but it's an ongoing process. I know that one day I will feel even more and more and more at ease of expressing myself in English. And I do this by challenging myself, speaking on stage, doing some public speaking, workshops, all of this. All of my communication is in English, even if my sessions are in French and in English. I can handle both. And I like to handle both because this is how I challenge myself. And this is part of the whole process of building my new chapter. So yeah, that is the same for everyone, understanding that the pre-production is the longest part of it.
Amazing. So maybe we can remind ourselves and our audience that be patient with yourself, be compassionate. I know
Mhm.
that you are passionate about your goals, but life itself is not to reach to somewhere. It's the
Yes.
entire process, and it's so beautiful.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Just be patient, take the time, and also just just make things easy. Find your methods. Maybe your method will be to do some more meditation in your routine. Maybe your method will be um, to go for a hike and for a walk. Maybe your method will be to challenge yourself more. But I guess that's one of the things that helps us to step out of our comfort zone for the best is to challenge ourselves, face the difficulties, and when we get to do this, there's kind of an awakening. There's the kind of energy that we want to keep forever. Okay, I was able to do that. What's next? You know, what is the next thing that I can do for myself to feel better and to understand that I only have one life here. Again, it can be long, it can be short, but what do I want to do with it? Do I want to spend my time thinking about what others thinks about me? The others who are the secondary characters, sometimes just extras in my movie's life. How what type of importance do I want to give them, and why would I do this? That's are all the question of it. Just to sit with it and yeah, take the time to answer to it.
Amazing, Naomi.
Mhm.
It was a beautiful session. It was a beautiful talk with you. Thank you for
Yes.
participating in this project. I love you.
Mm.
I love you being here. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. Thank you for this beautiful time. It's always also a good reminder for me, honestly, doing this. It's like, always going more deep in this process. I'm very, very grateful for the time we have together here and what is upcoming after this. I'm very, very grateful. And just let you know, so if people wants to connect, they can follow me on Instagram on my profile, Naomie Fall, and my company name is Sun in Production. And yeah, I'm doing mentoring, coaching session, healing with your story, and understanding the energetics of storytelling and how to step in front of the camera. So yeah, if you feel ready, if you feel the call, just text me, DM me, and I will see. We will just get to take a moment for it, and you can join the program.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe for more, right?
Yes, definitely. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Thank you so much again for this time. Thank you for holding the space for me to express myself. It's also such a beautiful remembering for me to just speak out loud about this vision, this philosophy of life, this way of healing. So thank you. You're such a beautiful gem in my life, and I'm very grateful to have you in my life. And yeah, such a beautiful conversation. Thank you so much, Ezra.
Thank you. Thank you, Naomi.
Hmm.
Have a blissful day.
Yeah, you too.